Welcome back to the channel, guys. So what I'm gonna be trying to do now is checking why it doesn't turn on. The first thing is the battery is dead, so I'm gonna have to jump it. But what it's really doing is that it's not getting fuel. Apart from it being poorly timed, it's not getting fuel. And the reason I say that is because this feed line here, I disconnected from here and I turned the ignition on, but it doesn't spit any fuel out. So that's the reason why I'm confirming that it's not priming. But I did start hearing a bunch of click clack noise right by my left foot in the driver's seat. And so a very common thing that happens is that the fuel pump relay is behind this kick panel, goes bad. I do have a spare one that I bought some time ago from AutoZone. So I'm gonna go back to that method of checking. Like I said, this is the first time that this happened. So it wasn't this, it ended up being the fuel pump. So it's doing the same thing again, but this time I hear a little bit more click-clacking. So I'm gonna try and check for this first. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the fuel pump. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to find the relay for the fuel pump. This is for 95 S14. I'm not sure if it changes to 96 or if it's different for S13. Actually, I think S13's in the hood, but anyways. So the first thing you gotta do is take off this, pop this out. You're gonna have to take off the footrest. And then behind that, there'll be another bolt somewhere up there for the, so we just need to take off this top one, which can pretty much come off by hand. I believe that's all we need to do. And then it just pops out as the same thing. So as you guys can see, I just broke my piece. I think I broke this last time actually, so I cracked it a bit. But I got a bunch of spare of these, so I'm not too worried. But you can see here the two clips. And here is where supposedly where the fuel pump relay is. It's behind. We're gonna take these bolts out up here. So now you need your 10mm. And like I said, this also unhooks down here. And we're gonna see. We're gonna check all these relays here. Like I said before, this the S14 is dead, so we're gonna charge it with this. Get the ground on, positive on. So we're definitely charging up. We got battery. Blower's working. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. But as you guys can see, this is an all original S14. It's got a crackless dash. It is a little sticky, but it's pretty good condition, I would say. I'm gonna get a different steering wheel. This is the factory, but I'll probably get like a Nardi or something in leather. I wanted to do the new windshield with the new seal, but overall it's all original. It's got the original floor mats. Let's go ahead and try to turn it on. The starter is kind of sticky, so you gotta hit the switch pretty hard. So I don't hear the pump priming at all. What's up, guys? So like I told you guys before, I'm gonna be working on the fuel pump. So this car originally had like a bad fuel pump. I changed it out, but then I let it sit for maybe, I would say, 1 whole year. And now I feel like it's not coming on. So I'm gonna go ahead and check it. And I already bought another one, so I might as well just replace it. Also, to show you guys a little bit about how this fuel pump mounts inside the tank. Let's go ahead and loosen this. So just get these clamps back. Okay. And just pull these hoses out. Push that down. The hose is a little damaged, but it's fine. I'm eventually gonna replace everything, so. Okay, guys. Make sure we don't lose this clamp. The rest can go down. So prior to this, I had already kind of loosened this big ring. You gotta make sure that comes out. Move the hose to the sides. That's the ring that's holding the pump down. There's a seal here somewhere. And so I'm gonna just start pulling the pump out. But as you know, there's a part where it's hanging and it's connected to some type of grill. It's pretty much hanging on this slant right here on the back end. So we're gonna have to pop it out. So what needs to happen here is you gotta be careful with this ring. That's the first thing. This is the seal for the pump itself. Is grab the first feel where the pump is sitting in, and you can slide it up off that grill. You should be able to pull it right back up. And for the meantime, what you can do is disconnect the floater so you don't have to mess with it. That's a whole different process, but it's not that hard. I'm not gonna be messing with the floater today. So disconnect and make sure you don't lose the connection doesn't go too far in, because you could lose it. I'm gonna test it to see if it's like maybe there's a short in the wiring, or if it just went bad from sitting. So this is just a I believe a stock Delphi. Oh, here's the hook I'm talking about. You see these two fins? So these two fins are hooked on the back wall of this part of the car, which is where the tank is. If you put your hand in here, you can feel the gills. You can feel where it's supposed to stab into. And so once you put the fuel pump in there, you just have to swivel the pump and get this to the back towards you, and then just try to hook it into the slots. Very simple. So what I'm gonna do, just to test it, I'm gonna do a quick test. I'm gonna go ahead and just lay it on the ground. You see we got positive and negative. I'm gonna go ahead and just hook it up to the battery just for a quick second and see if I hear anything or see anything, just to make sure that it's really not working. So here we got the cables. I'm gonna go ahead and you can see we got no noise, no contact. All right, guys, so let's take it to the surgery bed. This is where I'm gonna be dissecting it. I'm gonna show you guys the two different, the old one and the new one.